Hey guys, I'm back here at school. One of you guys mentioned at our Zoom meeting the other night that you wanted to do a Tomcat Tabby Cat story. So I actually have Tom and Tabby Cat here with me today. Mrs. Borbin had these two cats in her room and she said it was okay if I borrowed them. So I'm excited that they're here to hear their own story and I want us to try to help them solve their problem. Remember, we used to do these every day and they always have a problem that they get into. Well, today's problem is about control, which makes me think about a lot of what's going on in the world right now about how we don't really have much control, do we? Well, we're going to figure out how we can handle that and stay positive throughout that, okay? So, this one's Tom and this is Tabby. Tomcat and Tabby Cat are learning about control. Today, they learned that there are some things they have control over and some things that they do not have control over. I want you guys to think about what are some things that you have control over. Think for a few seconds, then I'll start into the story. I hate it when it's raining outside, Tabby Cat said. I don't like the rain either, but we don't have control over the weather, Tomcat said. Tabby Cat thought for a minute. We might not have control over the weather, Tabby Cat said, but we do have control over our attitudes. Why don't we have fun and ignore the rain? Turn and tell your partners if you agree with Tabby Cat's idea. Or should we be mad about the weather? Or should we just ignore it and have fun? I'm going to talk with whoever you're beside. If you're beside somebody, if you're not, it's okay. Think in your brain and think about what should we do if it's raining outside and should we be mad about it? Can we control it? Think about that. What do you mean, Tabby Cat? Tomcat asked. I mean that we don't have to be gloomy just because it's gloomy outside. Let's build a fort, Tabby Cat said as she gathered all of her blankets. Tomcat got excited. That's a great idea. We're going to have so much fun, Tomcat said. The two had an awesome day. Once they figured out what they could control, they didn't have to be upset about the things they couldn't control. So I want you guys to think about that right now. What are some things that we can control? We know that we can control our attitude, just like these two cats. Can we control the fact that we're not at school right now? No. We're upset about it, but we can't control it. That's not our choice. So we have to make the best of that, don't we? You guys can think about some things at home that would be fun for you to do since you can't be at school with your friends. You have to make the best of every situation, okay? If you guys, I don't want you guys to worry about things that you don't have control over. So we're not at school. We can't sit at home and worry about it all day long. Or we can't sit at home and worry about the fact that we can't go to the park or we can't go inside the grocery store. Those are things that we don't have control over. But we do have control over our attitude. So we need to keep that in mind and let's try to stay positive. Think of some things that make you happy. Those are things that you can control. You guys can think of things that are fun for you to play with your brothers and sisters or your moms and dads. Think of some things that are fun outside for you to do. Those are all things that you guys have control over. You have control over your own attitude, and that's something I want you guys to work on over this week. Bye!